Taipei City in Chinese Taipei, day 2 of the World Futsal Championships already. This morning we bore witness to the favourites. They are Brazil. 12-0 victors they were over the Australians. Coming up now, the second match in Group B, the Czech Republic against Thailand. Well, the Thais have had a pretty interesting couple of weeks, actually, because en route to these finals, they had a match against England, and they beat them by 6 goals to 1. England very much at the experimentational development stage of the game. Markus Strietz, the coach of the Czech Republic there. He's had a number of years in charge of the Czech Republic national team, 41 years of age. He was an active futsal player himself. There's the coach of the Thai team. Well, they've got plenty of support, as you can probably expect. As to what we're going to see here is relatively unsure. The Czech Republic have had something of a checkered time in the build-up. The qualification, well, they made a bit of heavy weather of that in a playoff against Bosnia-Herzegovina. A 7-5 victory in the away leg. The return, there was no formality. Czechs were pushed right to the limit, and they escaped only just with a 4-4 draw after going 2-0 down 5 minutes into the contest. It was a really close affair. And they can consider themselves lucky, basically, to actually be here. As for the Thais, tactically, they need to work a bit on their defending. Qualifying, they did have some problems as well. They played China, very much an improving nation in the group phase. Only 2-2 they managed to draw there. But they won't beat Guam 21-0, Malaysia 13-2, and then 9-3 against the Lebanon. But they were brought down to earth rather by the eventual champions, the Iranians, who they were defeated by 6 goals to 1. But they won the third place playoff against Uzbekistan by 3-1. But that will give you an indication of where we are. I've just seen the highlights of the Iran game against Portugal. I was surprised to some that the Portuguese managed it so easily to turn over the Iranians. That'll be a huge disappointment for them. So quite where we are in the terms of development with the Thais, we're unsure. But we're going to find out now, because they get us underway in the blue. Mobile and enthusiastic, attack-minded, those all words that come to mind when you discuss the Thais and you look back over some of their results. It's going to be less disciplined, perhaps, this game than what we saw between the Brazilians and the Australians just an hour or so ago. And they're still talking about that round here. I mean, how do you actually put together a team that can stop against them? Now, opening chance there for the Czechs, and it bounced for Ranjevic, Daniel Ranjevic, the defender. It's hard really even to see at this stage how the Spanish could even get near that. The only thing that most people will be hoping is the fact that the Brazilians perhaps have peaked and are going to peak rather earlier than later. For the Spanish, well, I think they hope that it's a case of a slow burn for them. We're calling him Izar for short, because by the time you get his name out, the speed of this game, you'd have probably had 2 goals and a penalty kick and a timeout before you got the rest of it out. Now, this is Mika Mares. Quenta is the Thai goalkeeper. Yanta. Izar is 6. Good passage of possession, this Kong Kiao. Really does build confidence for the team holding the possession if they can spend some time in possession of the ball rather than just banging it upfield in the vain hope. Well, this is something that we've not seen a tactic used. This is about the furthest I've seen any goalkeeper up toward the halfway line in any of the games so far for Janta. Quite a tight defensive line the Czechs holding here. Thai's enjoying all the possession but getting little territorial gain. Janta again. Looks accomplished in possession of the ball, doesn't he, Quan Quao? Always tends to be one nation, doesn't there, that appears from nowhere in these competitions and rather excels. Amazingly, there's no team from the Netherlands this year now. Bit of deft footwork there by De Louis. De Louis gets it back again. Manesh taking no chances. Jan Klima in goal for the Czech Republic. De Louis. And again now in front of goal here. Looked a bit casual with his finish then, De Louis. Thai's quick to turn that into attack. Janta, the deepest player there. Not quite sure what happened to the Netherlands in terms of their sudden demise, but the nation that has managed 3 quarterfinals and 1 final appearance, back in Rotterdam back in 1989 when they lost 2-1 against the Brazilians, but not even making it this time round. Kiao. Interesting because the games that we've seen live as well, there's been no quick scores. Brazilians held on, or the Australians rather held on for 7 minutes before Brazil actually got the opening goal. Two for the Czech, Blazes. Well, decent handling from Quenta. Czech ball with Sluka, Thomas Sluka here, number 5. And the shot on the turn coming in from Slammer. Great name, isn't it, for a player in this game, Slammer. There's in there again. Kamenicki. Quite an adventurous opening then by both of these two teams. 6 is Isa Kamenicki, 2 is Vít Blasej. Much more of a physical presence from this Czech Republic team. They're one of the biggest teams here. Slam up, losing out. Kamenicki. Tomorrow we'll get our first chance of seeing the Italians in action. Now here's a chance there for the Czech Republic, number 2 Blasej, and the follow-up from Sluka. Nukankor finds Isa. Visits to the Czech Republic penalty area have been very few so far. This is good tactical performances from the Czechs, and well, you can do without that because it's simply a waste of possession, really. Well, they were thrilled, the Thais, with their performance against the English. It's a matter of the fact that England struggled to put together a squad of any experience, really, as we said, the game development stage over in the UK. They came from a goal down, actually, the Thais, to win by 6-1. Maresh. 7 is De Louis. Gone for the return. De Louis in a great position. De Louis. Yanta. Given away too easily that time. For the first time they looked breakable at the back, and the first step from Klima was safe. The strike from Munyared. Beaten a couple of times in the build-up, the Czech Republic, to these finals. 4-3 by Russia, although they really did recover in some style to beat the Russians 5-0 on the 20th of October, that was, in Russia. Only one of 2 defeats they've endured in the last year. The Netherlands was the other one in May of this year, when they were beaten by 3-2. Now, how tight is the wall? It's coming right through it. Well, that was the object. Didn't quite make it in the end. Interesting position that we find ourselves in. He was the former under-21 coach, actually, for the Brazilians, this guy. That is one not to miss. 10 AM tomorrow. Japan against Italy. Conkyao. Maresh. Levchik. Easily taken off De Louis. 14 is Kong Kiao. Munyaran. Oh, taken off Manesh quite easily. Munyaran's gone to pick up possession, loses that, might get it back here. Took too long then, really, Inui. Munyaran was in a much better position. No timeouts called as yet. Kempinski is the anchor at the back for the Czech Republic, the number 14. Well, the Spanish took their time as well. 2 goals in the 5th and the 9th minute of the first period for them, and that was it until the end of the game. This looks as if it's going to be something of a cliffhanger as well, this. As we push it to 9 minutes played, going inside the 10th minute, and we're yet to find a breakthrough from either team. And you know when it gets to that stage, when they start to launch those in, that they're a bit short on ideas creatively. 1 to 3. Remember, 5 fouls allowed to be committed by each side within the first period and the second period. Foul number 6 comes, you get a direct free kick. No wall allowed in front of it. Kempinski is going to take it again, drive it right through, and hope it takes a rebound on the way, which it didn't do this time. Well, that given away by the Czechs, so it's 3 to 2 now in the foul count. This is Kempinski. Get it back again. Good goalkeeping. And Chiamenta was out in a flash then, down right at the feet of Thomas Sluka. Munyaran is the top scorer for this Thai international team. 24 goals from his 62 caps. Just behind the number 9, Newconcourt. De Louis, the number 7, top international scorer for the Czech Republic. The forward with 45 goals, the number 7, who's temporarily off the field. Is Slammer. You wish he would to actually inject some life and excitement into this game. Good reaction, and it wouldn't come down quick enough for Blazes. Cracking shot from Kempinski, and here it comes. Why he didn't go for that with his head instead of waiting it for it to come down here. There's where he should have gone for it with his head, and that would have been the opening goal. It's disappointing. Inside the final 10 minutes of the first period here, 0-0. Lazic has continued to run into the penalty area, not picked up this time. Kampinski, the number 14, looking for space to try and get one of those shots off. Certainly not shy to attempt on goal from any distance, wherever he is on the field. Oh, that would have been an outstanding piece of individual play. 3 Thai defenders taken out there. Slammer designing to switch flanks. Now here comes Quenta. Nearest thing we see to a goalkeeper with character, the shot on the turn from the number 7, Munyara. Well, I think the closeness and the competition between the teams that have been playing so far has surprised some people who I think were under the impression that you were about to see basketball scores in some of these games, which is not the case. And we've mentioned it before, testimony to the fact that so many other nations that have come actively involved in this particular variant of football, and it's had an effect which has filtered through internationally. And there are really not too many easy games. I mean, of course, you're going to end up with the Brazil against the Australia. You're going to get a result like that in Taipei, like yesterday against Egypt, with the top teams coming up against very developing nations. But elsewhere, matches like these, very difficult to pick the winner. Teams looking equally matched. Couldn't get any power on that. Sergio Castro is the name of the Thai coach. Something of a master tactician. You're never quite sure whether it's him that's writing the publicity for that or it's an official statement. Hard to imagine a Brazilian coach being happy with a 0-0 after 13 minutes of play. Manish is just lurking around the edge of the penalty area, and then those attempts, that was Ranjevic. But it's much too weak, really, from those distances. Well, Brazil are yet to play these two nations, and you try and work out what it is. There's an obstruction. Free kick given against Pemkyung. Manish winning it. Here it comes, and again they're getting wider, not closer. Timeout called. 4-3, the Thais have got one more. That's before they give away that indirect free kick. And if you're wondering why, we just update you now and again if you're just dropping into this tournament. Some of the rules. There are 2 penalty spots you can see on the field. One outside the penalty area, one right on the edge of the penalty area. The one outside the area is where, whenever you exceed the number of fouls allowed, then that is where the direct free kick is taken from. No wall is allowed in front. So they look relatively satisfied with what they've seen. Well, you just wonder whether it's his positioning or the fact that he does tend to wander away from his goal, whether that is going to lead to the opening that the Czech Republic have been trying to apply for. Manura was in a rather good position there, actually. Had they managed to get that ball across again, chance goes missing. De Louis. Maresh, who's back down the right side. Maresh. Free is Ranjevic. Maresh, nice possession, wanted too many touches though again. It's the first touch that gives the opposition the chance to get a player in front, which they did there. Here it comes, one and then two. We look like we're nearer to a Czech Republic goal than we are to a Thai goal. Here's Maresh. Levchik missed out this time. 7 is De Louis. Maresh going on his own. Maresh onto his right foot, which was slightly weaker. Maresh once again. And Levchik, the furthest forward this time. Daniel Ranjevic. Well, they're going to need to do something to... There's the Brazilian coach telling his goalkeeper to get on with the game. That is happening far too often with the Thais at the moment. It's one touch before they give the ball away. The levels of concentration that are needed to operate at the highest level in this are immense. Vlasek missed out this time, 14, Kampeniki. One timeout being called, 4 fouls for the Thais, and I think he went over time then. You've got 4 seconds to get rid of the ball. And yeah, he was outside the 4-second rule, which means free kick goes to the Czech Republic. And it's all very well being amused about the fact, but it could be the difference between the Czech Republic winning this and it being a draw. You wouldn't want to get in front of one of Kampenitschki's kicks here. Here it comes, and it is off the line. It was the number 13 Slammer. I don't know whether that was actually a worked-on set play. Let's have another look. Kampenitschki thought he was going to crack. Oh, it was. I don't think Slammer realised it was a set play. And at the other end, it's a penalty kick for the Thais. Well, we've seen this a few times. The camera went a bit too slow to actually react here, but the keeper's given it away. And all of a sudden, the game exploding into life in the final stages of the first half. Jan Kuma, the Czech Republic keeper here. Let's have a look. Here it comes. This is the moment. Nieuwengaard, and he's, well, make your own minds up what you think about that. It was a bit clumsy. The ball had already gone away from Nieuwengaard. Well, he's not particularly happy, but that's the decision. Now, great chance for the Thais to go in the lead. Inui is going to take this penalty kick. Here it comes then, Inui to make it 1-0, which he does. There's zero room for any complacency from the penalty spot. It has to be spot on. And Inui gives the Thais a valuable lead here. And it comes just seconds after the goalkeeper, Cuenta, looked as if he could have done his team a major disservice. Might awaken them going at Campaniki, and they've got a chance to strike back immediately, but they don't take it, and Slammer has had two chances now. The keeper's miles out of his goal here, as the game really does open up, and the keeper's out of his goal here. And a good recovery that was. It was Yanta from the halfway line. Oh, another chance right across the face of Klima's goal. And Klima has, he's injured his knee again. Yeri Kasper is the substitute keeper. Well, Slammer has been slow to react on two occasions. The chances of quality have been few and far between in this game. He's had two of them, and just shows you he certainly wasn't alive to what was going on from that free kick a few minutes ago, which Kampanitsky took. And we're seeing a different Thailand in the latter stages of this first period. One that's a little more open, a little more adventurous, got a bit more belief in itself going forward. Lots of movement in there again. 10 right across there was Nukankor. Looks to have recovered from the bang on the head that he had. Pinkum losing out this time. Now away comes Slammer. Lays it off Kamanishki. Still not clear. Oh, Blasic this time is the... Well, I don't think he's the guilty party. He was just a bit unlucky then. Buzzer goes. Timeout's called. Slammer getting away. Kampanitsky. Good goalkeeping that from Cuenta. Really good goalkeeping, actually. And good, again, awareness from Issa, the number 6. He looked back to see he was just about to play it back into his keeper before he realised A, that he couldn't, and B, that there was a Czech Republic player down on the line. Now Issa is going to get off for some treatment, so, well, or is he? No, it's just all a tactic to wind the clock down, but of course it doesn't work because we play real time in this game. "20 minutes each way, and 20 minutes is what you get. 40 minutes of actual football play. You imagine how advanced that they've been at FIFA in putting together the rules and regulations for this sport. We've got 3 referees. And it's all just very adventurous. 4 is Levchik, and Delui's still not back on. 3 there is Arenovic. Levchik. Maresh. Nice, Maresh couldn't quite get it back because it was intercepted by Pandey. Thai ball. Thailand finished 3rd at the AFC Football Championships earlier on this year. In fact, they got something of a record actually for finishing 3rd, as they finished 3rd this time, 2003 and in 2002. And amazingly, it was the 1, 2, 3 in the Asian region was exactly the same for 3 years running. 2002, 2003, 2004, Iran, Japan, Thailand. Although Iran have been champions every year since 1999, when they first lifted the championship in Kuala Lumpur. Keeper nearly spilt that right in front of Nukenko. Well, they've had an interesting build-up in the last 12 months against some of the top nations. Thailand, they've not been afraid to go out and play the big names. They've lost 11-0 against Brazil. They beat Argentina, though, which was perhaps the performance of the season on the 5th of November in Brasilia. 3-2 before they lost 8-1 against the Brazilians, and then 3-1 against Australia before the victory over England, and the fact that they were here. So there is the capability there to spring a surprise. Manesh with the layoff. Delui's back on now, the number 7. There he is, Delui. Country's leading goal scorer for the Czech Republic, as we said, Delui, but he's not managed a shot on target in this game so far at all. 45 international goals in 70 caps. The only one that comes anywhere near to him is Srenok, the number 3, the defender, with 34 in 60. There's Maresh. Bit more width about that move, but again closed off by Yanta. Now can he finish? Is the shot from Munyara. Certainly the second part of this, Isa, the number 6, second part of this first half has been dominated by the Thais. Whistle had gone, feet were high. Well, you can see now why the Brazilian coach was getting so irate with his own team earlier on. They were showing the Czech Republic way too much respect, and they were just very slow in getting the ball forward. They barely got outside their own half in the opening, 8-9 minutes or so of this game, and since that goal went in, it's been a completely different performance by them. Sluka Maric goes darting into the penalty area, not Didi Kampinski, and Maric as we get down inside the final 2 minutes, inside this first 20. And the Thais 1 up. We noted this morning at the start of the coverage at 10 a.m. this morning the fact that the biggest gap, if you take out the obvious exception, was 3 goals, and you can see the closeness. This is going to be number 2. Oh, it comes off the underside of the bar. Issa really unlucky. Whistle's gone. Follow-up wouldn't have counted anyway. And it's Kampanichki who's feeling the pain a bit. 39 seconds remain inside this first period. Here he goes, great bit of play, cuts inside, back onto his left foot before going to his right. This is what is so appealing about this game. When you look at sometimes at some of the one-dimensional nature of some of the football players that you might watch on a Saturday afternoon, and even those inside the Premier League, how often do you see a player switching between their left and right foot? Very rarely, whereas it's something of a feature of this game, and certainly we saw it on a very regular basis in the Brazilian match a little earlier on. Now, Kampanichki. Well, he took a hit right in the groin, and he's going to need a little time to recover. They've got the half-time rest period coming up. And he jarred his knee as well going down. So that was the free kick given away that allows the Czech Republic the direct free kick, and here it comes. Oh dear, it was a dreadful one. Well, they're allowed to do what they want. They can stand where they want, as long as it's outside 5 meters from where the kick is being taken. He can do whatever he likes to put the player off in front of him, bouncing up and down like a coiled spring he was there, and enough was done to put off Reynot. Manesh in the penalty area. Now, keeper forced to make a challenge. Well, forced to think about making a challenge there. Good job for him that he didn't. Final 5 seconds of the first period. Manesh is the only one free inside the penalty area at the moment, and again wasted from Reynot. And the Brazilian coach getting very animated now. Buzzer goes for half-time. 1 goal is all that separates them. A penalty scored by Inui. Little to choose between the two teams. Little more mediocre than the Brazilians that we saw earlier on. But the Thais have shown flashes of brilliance, and the Brazilian coach will be hoping that they are on display a little more. The Czechs are going to have to come out and look for it. The Thais have got what it takes to hit them on the counter-attacks. Let's take a short break. Join us again today. And the score, Thailand leading the Czech Republic by 1-0. Now earlier on, the Brazilians racked up well, it almost was a basketball score, 10-0. And they will go top of this group tonight. Elsewhere, just to give you a roundup of what's gone on before, yesterday Egypt beat Taipei, the host nation, by 12-0. And Spain, the defending champions, unimpressive in a 2-0 victory over the Ukraine. We didn't see the Italians, but all reports from their first game were very impressive indeed. 6-3 winners over the United States of America, who after putting plenty of money and plenty of resource behind the sport over the past few years, since the last World Championships, well, nothing much seems to have improved for them either. And the other match in that group, Japan-Paraguay, ended 5-4 in favour of Paraguay. So it's the Italians that top the group. So Czech Republic in the white. That's the rather not shy goalkeeper, Cuenta. just wondering whether or not he didn't make any serious errors inside that first half, but he did give that free kick away. The direct free kick for holding onto the ball for longer than 4 seconds. So whether or not he's going to do it, something which is going to give cause for the Czechs to actually profit, we'll have to wait and see. Whether he is just a character. Well, they're enjoying the thrill of it all so far, and there'll be a few more celebrations if they end up with a victory here at the end of the day. Tomorrow morning's fixture, just to remind you, our first chance to get a look at another strong European challenge, this time coming from the Italians. They line up against Japan. "20 minutes to go then. Czech Republic waiting for the all clear from the timekeeper. And away we go then. They do seem to spend an inordinate amount of time actually just stood there waiting for the kickoff to take place. I mean, that's 5 minutes they've been out. Is Mariš, one of the few of the Czech Republic who looked as if he might have the capability of scoring a goal. He's waiting for the ball to come down to them. Isa not on. Janta watching like a hawk, and they've won a throw-in, or a kick-in rather. For is Janta again. The number 14. Good, strong defending by him as well. He's the most exciting player going forward, and he's more than a capable defender as well. Don't know why he can't actually do his own laces up. As he take his gloves off, there's the other official here. They don't miss anything. There's never any dissent. Decisions are adhered to, whether popular or not. Now is he going back not quite the distance. The referee dragging him back the 5 meters. Gong Kiao. And just darts into the box. He gets goal side, the number 14. 10 there is Nukankor. Settling in, finding a rhythm now, the ties to their game. Janta again. Mariš is inside the penalty area, a little run to the edge of it now for is Janta once more. He's back in possession yet. Well, Janta, there's De Louis. Everybody forward now. The Thais try and spring forward quickly on the counter. Isa is number 6. Gong Kiao. De Louis. It's short. Now he's got it back again to Louis. Trying to be patient, Maresh. I suppose it was worth a go. Sixth there is Isa. Quick change about for the Czechs. On comes the number 9, Josef Havel. Here is the substitute first touch for Havel. Isa there. Jan to the furthest forward, right on the edge of the penalty area. Now has it back again. Not much joy on his face. This is too close to call still. And that's great play. Oh, what a good save. Well, you would have expected somewhat better there from Slammer. But in front of goal for the very first time. It was a one-on-one situation there, and that really should have been an equalising goal. Straight at Giunta. Clearance, deep one from Tong Giao. First 5 minutes shortly to be completed, and still Thailand have this 1-0 lead. Now need to get this across, needs to play it now. Oh, there was a great position taken up by Blasesh. Instead, Slammer, who really has been very wasteful indeed, really wasteful. Taking a position just down below us. This is Slammer. Hustled out of it there by Kyong Kao. Twist and turn and twist and turn. Havel waits patiently on the edge of the penalty areas. They have to drop back deep to pick up possession again. Two there is Blasesh. Blasesh. Oh, poor ball. No snap, no rhythm in the passes from the Czech Republic. Havel to his Blasesh. First clear shot on goal. 5 minutes, 20 seconds gone in this second period before it came. Thais did beat Uzbekistan by 1-0. That was back in July 2003. Otherwise, as you can keep spinning back through their record of international fixtures. Can't find another one. Recently, that's going to be a free kick. Kampanitsky, the number 14, strong, powerful defender with a real bullet of a shot. Pushed over that by the Thai number 11, Inui, the goal scorer. Vignaret. Dimkum just about to come on. 4 is Levchik. Renia goes down, free kick given. Very clean tournament this has been so far. I can recall seeing in the games that we've covered so far 1 yellow card. Levchik sets it up. Marish, it was, I think, coming in on that. Bouncing off Deluy. Top goal scorer who's not had an attempt on goal yet, Deluy, I don't think. Certainly not in this second half. And he was off for the final 10 minutes of the first. Kampanitsky was in a great position again, but again they're too slow, and the shot coming in from Deluy this time. A lot of huff and puff. Marish is in here. And Kampanitsky. Lots of encouragement coming from the Czechs. So free kick awarded. Rannoch is going to drive this one. In the end, the angle shut down quickly and the chance had gone once more. The 13, Kumtika now. And again, first time we've seen him in this game, but that was a beautifully cushioned pass. No timeouts called just yet. 12:31 remaining on the clock. Substitutes again, swing into action. 9, Havel is on. And it's in. Keeper did well there. Got his full body behind it to stop Blazic's shot. He gets a bit overexcited. His distribution from the back is poor, this keeper. Oh, that was right on the edge of the penalty area then. The challenge from Kumtika now. (14) Kampanitsky laying it off, and here he is again. Havel is opposite him. Don't want to give away possession there, but they have. He says in here. Good save from the keeper. Game opens up. Czech ball, they lose out. Right, oh, this claiming there was a stray elbow there. Now, was there? Get another look at it on the slow motion replay. Blazic is the guilty party, yellow card. Well, he made a bit of a meal of it, but there was, here it is, turns in, elbow raised. Well, made a lot of a meal of it, really. UNT. Oh, good save. Klima did well. Here it is, shot on the 10. It wasn't struck with force, but he didn't see it either. Minyanon's shot, it was there through the legs. No offside, remember, in this game. Kambanichki going through. At the other end, he's out of position now, Kambanichki. And is this going to be... Again, it's another good piece of handling from Klima. Speed of the game, moving end to end very quickly. Is the equaliser? No, it isn't. Slammer has been really poor in front of goal. He alone should have had at least 3 or 4 goals here. Blasic. Slammer. Into the final 10 minutes, we've approached the halfway point in this second half, and still Inui's penalty is the only thing that separates these two teams. Marish in possession now. Marish again. Back to goal. Oh, he's great reaction, wasn't it? Oh dear, Levchik. Thought it was just about to roll over the top of the keeper. There's Levchik. And scooped up there by DeLuey. Here it is. Oh, good save again. Ranuk this time is the one that can't get it in the net, and the Czechs. It must be going to be one of those days where nothing goes in. Still waiting for the first timeout to be called. I think the Czechs want to call it. Yeah, they're on a bit of a roll here at the moment. DeLuey gives it away quite easily, gives it away as well to Conkiao. Oh, that really did have some force behind it, that. And just a bit too much there by Yanta. Perhaps if he'd slowed it down a bit. Levchik again. Marish. Marish is coming up for the return. I think he was obstructed there. DeLuey on the edge of the penalty area. Reynot finding Marish again. Levchik is in possession now. Levchik finds DeLuey. Ten, you can call. Keeping it well, he is a big keeper, is Jan Klima. Nicely done. Oh, now he's been penalised there, Levchik, for the challenge on the number 10 Yukan court. They're not allowed to make sliding tackles, but they are allowed to slide in. And he's very unlucky there. He's going to be hit. Oh, it was, well, a variation, which could have proved successful, but Yenta couldn't keep the ball down low enough. DeLuey. Levchik, Maresh. DeLuey. Levchik, Maresh wide of him. Maresh, good interception by the goalkeeper, Cuenta. They've fought hard for everything, the Thais here. It's been a really worthy performance by them, and if they get the victory, they'll have deserved it. It's on their own work rate, and away they come once again. Yanta's there, the number 4, but out comes Klima to the rescue, and almost pays. To is Blasesh. 9 is Havel. Havel. 13 Slammer. He's been the biggest disappointment for the Czech Republic. Kamenicki. Tomorrow morning, Japan against Italy. 10 AM live on Eurosport. And the coverage continues throughout the week, right up to the final on Sunday week. Well, they've plugged away the Czech Republic in this second period. They just have had no luck whatsoever holding the timeout so as they can cause maximum disruption. Of course, it's sort of part of the overall tactical makeover. They hold that timeout until the last few minutes so they can interrupt any last gasp attempts from the opposition of getting back into the game. They need to use it as a disrupting tactic. Cheering every move. The Thai support in the audience here inside the University Arena. Kamenicki with a layoff. Over 100,000 people watched the tournament in Guatemala 4 years ago, and they're on course here for that to be exceeded as well. So his layoff was a poor one. Havel. Blasesh with the layoff. Blasesh gets it back again. Needs to shoot, needs to set it up then. Oh, that was unlucky. Or did it go in and out? It did. It was Kamenicki, the only player you don't want to leave anywhere near goal with a clear vision of it. He hit it with such force. It was in and out the back of the net before the goalkeeper had even dived. Look at this. There was a few around here that thought that had come off the post. And the Czech Republic draw level with 6 minutes to go. So the captain leveling it Now they're going to push forward and trying to get the victory, or they're going to be happy to keep hold of a draw. Touch wide, was it? No, it was already out of play. Forquienti got hold of the ball. Rano. Rano to take it, draws it into the path of Maric. Play again, Maric again picks it up. And Maric might get on the end. Here he does! 2-1, 2 goals inside a couple of minutes. And it's Maric who's scored the second. What a turnaround in fortunes for the Czech Republic. Nothing going right in front of goal. Now everything they touch is turning profit. It was almost a toe poke, wasn't it? Timeout called. 4 minutes 58 to go in the second period. And he's driven them toward the position that they're in at the moment. The Brazilian coach is not happy. The Czech Republic coach hasn't been saying an awful lot, but whatever he's been saying, it's shooting straight to the point, because his side have worked very, very hard to get into the position they're in. And the ties, well, they've just been caught. Their defensive organisation just been caught out. The work rate that they've put in can't be questioned. Tactically, they've looked pretty good as well. It was just there. I mean, that was just one of those things, wasn't it? And it was the challenge, the tackle that was made by Yanta, which rolled straight into his path there. So now they're going to have to go. We'll probably see the keeper start to come out now. There he is, bowling it forward, trying to get play moving immediately down to the other end. This is where they've got to be camped now for these final few minutes. You might well see the Czechs profit still further as they go forward looking for victory. Kami, another one with Kumithika now. Those extremely long names, which by the time you get it out in this game, oh, that was very close. Havel applauding on the sidelines as well. Reno, it was with the touch. Danny Reno. Play switched. Thai still in possession here. Timeout called again. 4:05 to go. They get a minute each, remember, of timeout. Last minute coaching, last minute reorganization, but the margin between success, or the margin between goals and misses in this game is so slight. Czech Republic really didn't look as if they were going to break the hoodoo that they'd had in front of goal. That had run for what? 35 minutes. Slammer, well, he wishes. Again, goals difference could play a part. It could play a role in the overall outcome of this group. It's basically about who's going to be behind the Brazilians. Australia, Czech Republic and Thailand, the other three teams, and all of them look to be on something of a level. So 4:05 to go. Chiuenti, they've just got to make sure they don't lose possession with him up there. Oh, that was good handling as well. Well, that's Janta who's taken up goalkeeping. He's taken up the goalkeeping position. He's the one with the shirt on. That's just to let them know they've elected to go for an additional outfield player, which they are entitled to do. And Chiuenti's off, so they've got outfield players on, but he does have the ability to perform as the goalkeeper. So the quick swift chop and change again. Chiuenti, just as he went in to come back on, he's back on, is he, or is he going off? It's whenever there's an attack, there's a quick change around. Chiuenti's back on now. Of no effect, bit of a waste there. Back into play goes Janta as the operational goalkeeper there with that. Chiuenti now, you can see him still below you. And it's a free kick to the Czechs. Off goes Janta, on comes Chiuenti. Four fouls to 3 conceded. Nice door, he tries it way, way wide. But he'll be the hero. Queuing up, this is a good move. And unable Polsat to get his head to the ball. That was pure Brazilian, that. It was similar to some of the ones we saw earlier on this morning. Holding it up is Pum Pum. Janta, Mignaran, Janta, no goalkeeper on again for the Thais. Janta. Oh, great. And the opportunity. It's Mignaran right on the edge of the penalty area. And he's got to be careful, actually, in that position there, Blasic. He's already on a yellow card, so he doesn't want to make a challenge that's going to give away a penalty. He was there very, very close to a sliding tackle, that. Mignaran. Oh, glory from that angle, rarely achieved. Maresh. And he's got it back again. Could have just held on to possession there, Maresh. Oh, he ran out of seconds there again. Or did he? Cameraman can't make up his mind where he wants to go. Chances aren't getting any cleaner, not getting any closer. Maresh, he just keeps it in. And away come the ties. Into the final half minute they go. The angles are always way too tight again for them. Mignano, they need some support coming from behind and in the penalty area itself. They'll try and take up as many seconds as they can, just hold on to possession as we play out these dying seconds of this match here. Is Cuente now, is he going to turn from goalkeeper to hero and produce them a goal? Is there one last chance to come? Doesn't look like it. Well, the reaction has changed. The whistle goes again. He can't believe it, but it was an obstructive challenge. 19.2 seconds remain. One goal still the deficit. 2-1 the Czech Republic lead, but they have a free kick here. And he's in. Good save, Cuente. The shot from Reno. And away comes Cuente. Now he's in trouble. Well, they've recovered that well. Again, they're playing right on the boundaries. Czechs getting ready to do a bit of celebrating of their own here. A match that looked as if they weren't going to win for a long, long period. That's surely the last chance of the game. There it goes. The Czech Republic have won by 2-1. Remarkable turnaround in fortunes. Nothing was going right for them in front of goal for long periods in this game, and it just seemed as if it wasn't going to be their day. And then from nowhere, Kamenicki produced a moment of individual brilliance to get them back in with 5 minutes to go. And then Maresh toe poking it home, and it gives us a final score. The Czech Republic 2, Thailand 1. So it's the Czech Republic who will take second place in the group at the end of this second day in the Futsal World Championships. You can join us again live at 10 a.m. for the first live match of the day. Italy against Japan, something to look forward to there. The Italians are absolutely flying, confidence soaring after that victory over the USA yesterday by 6-3. But we've seen today, surely, the team that's there to be beaten, the standard bearers, the best team in the world, the Brazilians. 10-0 they beat Australia. They're the team to beat. From me, Tim Cable. Till tomorrow.